What's going on, Cancer? And welcome to the Chariot Friends. Justin here, and I hope you're having just a wonderful birthday season. I know it's like we're day 2 in it. But for those of you, I think I'm going to start doing that. So for those of you who is your birthday today, Cancer, happy birthday. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Cancer, especially during this season, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. You are in for an amazing journey. So, the purpose of this channel, for those of you who have Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, wherever, Cancer, this one's for you. And I do tarot card spreads based off our ruler here, the good old Moon. And I'll talk about, I think I moved a little bit. Oh, other way. And I'll talk about what sign she's in, what phase she's in, and when she's going void, of course, just all of those lunar shenanigans. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you. Leave all the, take a couple birthday shenanigans, but leave all the shenanigans with me. And never force a reading on the situation. Never force a reading on the situation, and everything will be dope, Cancer. Now, let's jump into it. All this energy, Cancer, not sure what to do with myself. Well, first thing I did, your space was cleansed. Gems, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Cancer. In Cancer, the moon is going void of course today. The moon's going to be going void of course at about 11:51 a.m. and that's going to be Eastern time. And we'll move from Leo into Virgo on Friday the 23rd at about 6:34 a.m. So we're looking at about an 18-hour, 44-minute void of course time there, Cancer. Thank you. And with the void of course, this is a great energy for just like recharging your batteries, maybe doing some meditation, maybe some deep breathing, just really kind of get in touch and just see where you're at energetically, really kind of, especially with the being in our birthday season, just kind of check in with your emotions, see if there are any that may be a little more just like kind of poignant than the other ones, that you may be kind of really feeling kind of starkly there, Cancer, and just really kind of get eyes on that, maybe nurture that little aspect of yourself there. But also, with this energy, you may notice that your plans may be subject to unexpected changes, and also people may be less likely to make decisions during this time. So just something to be aware of there, Cancer. And then the moon it's still in Leo. And with the moon being in Leo, this is very fun energy. So this could be something too, Cancer, while you're going void of course, maybe go out and have yourself a little fun. Maybe get outside, bask in the sun, depending on what side of the world you're at. Over here we're kicking it up in the summer solstice. But this could be something too, maybe pursuing some hobbies, maybe getting into that creative energy, Cancer, because, Leo is very creative. And, couple that with our energies, that's fantastic. Take what you feel. And that might be a great way too, Cancer, for you if we have any kind of deep emotions that we may be processing, to be able to express our feelings the way that we do. And, to be able to channel that through art and however that manifests for you, Cancer. Woodwork, maybe doing out-of-body work, maybe we're building apps, whatever that's looking like. Work with that energy, Cancer. But this is also a great energy for building up your confidence. Leo's very bold, very, leadership energy. So something to pay attention to there. But also, Leo, I got a bunch of Leo in my chart, so Leo can be a little over the top sometimes. And that could lead to maybe some possible drama, Cancer, especially too, we got Venus that's going to be in Leo for the next few months there. So just something to pay attention to there, Cancer. But then also, we're in the waxing crescent phase and, talking about self-confidence. This is a great energy for building up that self-confidence, getting self-assured with whatever you wanted to tackle this lunar cycle here. I'm actually, while we're doing this, Cancer, got some of that new moon water there, feeling fancy. What are we manifesting? I'm with it. I'm assuming you just manifested there, Cancer. But this also is also about going within, really trusting your intuition and just building yourself up there, Cancer. And then the last couple things. These readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so applying these energies to people as they make sense for your situations. and the decks that I'm working with. I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested, Cancer. But also down below are links for some other readers that I like watching, also, Cancer. Definitely check them out. The intuition, I tell you, it's been pretty on point here, Cancer. It's actually very fascinating, and it gives you a different flavor of, just how the energies are translating. It's really so cool to, kind of see the different styles, and who knows how they may resonate with you, Cancer. So definitely check that out. We'll see what your general energy of the day is. Oh, Cancer, looks like we might be at a crossroads here, because you got the 7th card of Capricorns, our opposite sign, which is the 4th row card. And with this card, this is a card of direction change, options, free will choice, opportunity, alternatives, multiple choice, the moment of truth, crisis, possibilities, turning point, and change in circumstances. And it does feel like that, Cancer, maybe for some of us, we are in this place where we are possibly thinking about a direction change. Maybe we're thinking about shifting up careers, or maybe we're thinking about maybe even changing locations, or whatever this is. If this is something that maybe has been felt like it was brought about, like maybe it was like an external influence, for example. What I've been saying to that energies is where, we may not be able to control externally what is happening to us, but we can control how we feel, Cancer, especially us, you know what I mean? And so we can choose to either get caught up in the emotion that's going down, or we can process it, kind of feel that thing out, process it, and then let that go. Let that energy guide us. Let it to the wind and see where that energy kind of guides us to. But I do feel like that sometimes too, because maybe for some others, maybe we're in this place of, I don't know. It gives me this scale. This energy is just like we're kind of kind of weighing our options here, and I feel like maybe it's just like we're thinking what's going to give us like the. I don't know if it's going to give us the biggest opportunity. Maybe this is something, if this, let's say, for example, if this is a thing like let's say we were presented an opportunity for work, but the only thing that is that we have to make a big move. Maybe there is going to be kind of like a change in circumstances, in the sense of like we're, in order to, possibly get some, new abundance. It's just like, it's like we're at this place of like, do we stay here where it's comfortable, kind of see where this thing takes us, or do we journey outside of the comfort zone kind of, and see where this something might take you? It gives me very almost like, kind of like fool's energy or something along those lines, Cancer. It's very interesting, but I do feel like whatever this is, it's embracing that change, like I think that, and I feel like that can be, because there can be change on both aspects. If we decided to stay, it's just like, okay, what does that mean? Okay, that opportunity, we're letting that one maybe go for the time being. It's just like, okay, then what are we going to do here now that we've decided to go maybe down the familiar road? It's like how we're going to build on top of that here. But let me get some tarot on this, Cancer. So let me see how we can work with this energy. Because this is, I see whatever this is something that we are maybe heavily thinking about here. Thank you. Let's see what we got here, Cancer. Interesting. Okay, so we have the 7 of Wands, the World, the Knight of Cups, and then the 9 of Wands here. And it feels like that maybe for some of us, maybe we've been kind of hesitant about maybe making this choice about going on to this next step, because after the World here is the Fool, and this is Saturn's card. They rule over Capricorn, and it feels like, and this is this card here, 7 of Wands, is Saturn in Leo here. And it feels like that maybe for some of us, maybe we've been feeling kind of restricted maybe in our options, or maybe we've been feeling kind of criticized about, this could be maybe for some others, maybe it's like about pursuing a passion as opposed to maybe sticking on like a traditional course or something along those lines. Like maybe we want to pursue, I don't know, Cancer, maybe you got an interest in like a marine life or something along those lines, but you're I don't know, your doctor family wants you, well, they obviously want you to be a doctor. But that's kind of what I'm sort of getting here, maybe for some others. It's just like that maybe with this Nine of Wands, maybe we've been kind of like trying to push this thing, been trying to, you see how she's got all these wands kind of discarded down here? It feels like that maybe we've been trying to do something that's not really true to us, Cancer, you know, instead of like doing like the King of Cups here. Look at all these hearts that he's putting up in this air here because he's loving his life. And not to say that you don't love your life, Cancer, but it just seems like that maybe we've been feeling, yeah, just kind of stuck here, or just like been in need of maybe some kind of freedom or something along those lines. And, you know, like I've been talking about, Saturn's in Pisces, you know, for the next 3 years. And this is an opportunity for all of us to really pursue our dreams, or to work in more. Again, this could maybe even be just working in, again, just some more stuff that we love. That's been, I feel like, a lot of the themes where the energies have been here as of late, is just working in some more creativity, you know. And of course that would come up during of course, while the moon's in Leo here, Cancer. So, and this could be something too, while I'm even talking about that. Maybe maybe for some others, we do have some stuff. Maybe we want to take this a little bit broader, you know, maybe want to put this thing on display for the world to see. But we might be worried about some criticism, you know, what maybe like, what if people don't like it? You know, what if I put in all this work and then it just gets, Well, Cancer, at first, yeah, that might be the case. But here's my thing, you know, when we get into people that are like criticizing us and things, unless it's constructive criticism, it's just like how I tell you at the beginning. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest with them. Because you keep in mind that energy that they're throwing out there, that's coming back to them tenfold. And you know, universe likes to work that stuff out there, Cancer. So I feel like as long as you're focusing on your craft, you know, and let that stuff make you more resilient. If anything, let that, okay, oh, you think that? Well, let me show you how it's done. Leo energy. If anything, Leo's not going to be one that's going to back down from a fight. If anything, Leo's going to be, okay, I'll show you, I see you, and I raise you. More. All right, that Cancer, look at you. Assertive, confident, creative. I love it. Now let's see what are some challenges with working with this energy. Thank you. All right, there we go, Cancer. Now we're feeling a little resourceful here. Ooh, speaking of more Leo energy here. So you got the Nine of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Five of Wands. Yeah, all Leo's cards here. And then, look at that. We're accumulating all this sunlight like yesterday, Cancer. And then the Queen of Pentacles here. And so with the Five of Wands, I feel like some challenges. For some of you, it may be just like trying to figure out how let's say, for example, if we are thinking about maybe making like a shift like that, maybe it's like a career change or things. It's just like, how are we going to make that work? You know, like what resources do we have? Let's say if this wasn't like an opportunity just presented for you to move. Maybe this is something where it's like, we love the field of work that we're doing, but we want to grow. And maybe it's just like the place that we're living may not be providing the growth or maybe even just like the fulfillment that you want here, Cancer. And I feel like this energy is, if this is something where it feels like, Cancer, it's like where there's a will, there's a way. And I feel like if this is one of those things where we really in our heart of hearts want to, let's say if we're trying to maybe make a move to, like, let's say across the state. Let's, because I get it where it's just like, you know, maybe we have like all the stuff that we want to move and things, but, you know, movers are, you know, crazy expensive. But maybe this is something where we can maybe donate some things, you know, like look over the closet, you know, kind of work out some old stuff here, maybe try to fit what we can in our car and start anew. Sometimes I've done a number of moves, Cancer, and that's one where it's, yeah, you know, sometimes you really, it helps, it kind of helps just, it almost like, it's like life kind of helps you declutter a little bit sometimes too there, Cancer. But that's just if we're thinking about just on that opportunity. But it does seem that with whatever this is, Cancer, you know, maybe we are just weighing a bunch of options. And I feel like that is just going with what you feel. You know, maybe if we're kind of stuck in this choice, you know, maybe we've thought this thing as much as we could, you know, because really all you got, Cancer, minus you know, oh, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Cups here is nothing but cups and wands. So I feel like it's taking your energy and seeing, you know, where this thing is going to channel your energy into what you're feeling, and I feel like that's going to get you to the state of success here, you know, feeling accomplished, you know, feeling good, feeling at peace. But I do feel like it's remembering too with the Six of Wands, even though, you know, she's out there handing out those flowers, you know, she coming back from a great journey, everyone's there celebrating her. It took her a long time to get there, you know, it doesn't it's one of those energies where even to get towards our dreams there's always going to be challenges along the way. There's going to be work that needs to be put in there. But if we do, it's like the moment of truth. You know, when we put in that work, then it shows us how resourceful we can be. And just like, very interesting, Mark. Nice, Cancer. All right, let's get some advice from the Sun. Let's see what we got here, Cancer. Oh, all right, we got a stack here, Cancer. Ah, there's hubby. I love it. All right, Cancer. Look at that, Mar. All right, Cancer. So you got the King of Pentacles, the Hermit. Oh, the Emperor. Okay, I see you. Okay, we're bringing big energy here. Emperor. Let's see, the Seven of Cups, and then the Four of Wands here. And then let's switch back over, Cancer. Because with the Seven of Cups, you know, maybe for some of us, we really may have like a bunch of options that we might be kind of weighing right now. Maybe this is for example, maybe we are thinking about maybe like switching up to a different job possibly. You know, it's just like maybe we're looking at the different companies, kind of weighing out our options here. Which one's going to provide us the most stability here? This could maybe even for some others, maybe we're even contemplating about maybe rising up through the ranks. Maybe you're at this King of Pentacles status here, maybe like, you know, like manager, something along those lines. Maybe we hear like a big spots open up for like I don't know, Cancer, you trying to become a CEO or something? I'm with it, or however that works, you know, like a president or, you know, emperor status. Whatever this is, Cancer, I do feel that if there's something that, especially if this is something where we maybe even try to rise through the ranks or something like that, you know, kind of meditate on that thing, Cancer. You know, imagine what do you look like as a leader? You know what I mean? What does that success look like for you there? Because the Four of Wands, it's almost like, the Four of Wands for me, it's like almost like a check-in. It's a card of celebration. You know, I feel like, you know, really celebrate how far you've come and the fact that you do have these options, you know, to really be thinking about, you know, what that next step is. But it's also just kind of like really just like as we're going on this stuff, you know, just make sure that we're doing just like these check-ins along the way. It's just like, do I feel like that this is where my heart is lining up here? You know, do I feel like my passions are in the line? The Four of Wands, this is Venus in Aries. And very passionate card, I feel like, with this energy here. And it's just like, you know, since we had a very passionate fellow here as well. But you know what, Cancer? Okay, I see you, and you know what, we do have divine counterparts here. So let's talk about love for a second, Cancer. Because with the Four of Wands, Knight of Cups, even Seven of Cups, maybe some of us are in this place where, Cancer, maybe you're kind of spoiled for choice right now. Maybe we got several King of Pentacles candidates here, maybe some Queen of Pentacles in the lineup. But whatever this is, you know, I feel like this is maybe for some of us, maybe. Now, I'm not saying we're stringing people along here, Cancer. Let's be mindful. But I feel like this could be an energy of like maybe just enjoying yourself, just kind of being out, maybe just going out, just kind of flirting for a little bit, you know, kind of getting to that kind of maybe just like, I don't know, kind of romantic space there, Cancer. But if this is something where we are maybe looking to take, I don't know, like take it a step further, really kind of build this foundation, because King and Queen of Pentacles, they got a real solid relationship. And I feel that this is, if we've been maybe kind of feeling like we want to take maybe that something to like this next level here, whether this be, you know, like being a little more exclusive, or this could be, maybe even we're thinking about, might be been thinking about marriage here, Cancer, with that Four of Wands, but, you know, this could be whatever this is. A new beginning, I feel like it's happening with this, with the World card here, being, yeah, this kind of energy kind of standing out to me again. So, but I feel like whatever this is, you know, checking in to make sure that you're feeling content with it, or not even content, like feeling satisfied with where things are going, you know, just really trust that intuition, Cancer, you know, especially when we're forming those kind of, because that's another thing our energy deals with, you know, like the home space, you know, forming those close relationships. So I like that, Cancer. Just a little taste of everything there. So I'm with it. So, oh, and Cancer might be a little bit more on this. Hold on, we got a little bit more on the Hermit here. Little surprise Hermit energy. All right, Cancer. Oh, we got a little pocket of abundance here. Interesting. Oh, wow. Very interesting here, Cancer. What's good, girl? Because you got, wow, Cancer. The Empress, the Five of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and then the Eight of Cups here. Very interesting, Cancer. And I do feel like for some of you, okay, we're for real going next level here, because, and this could be in love or whatever this is that we're, I feel like Cancer is like, where do I want to start? With the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like whatever this decision is, take your time, you know, with it. Make sure that we're considering all the options here, you know, just kind of maybe just weighing our pros and cons, just feeling where the energy is leaving or just leading you. Because it feels like that if there's something that, it's like we're no longer satisfied with maybe where things are currently at right now, Cancer. And that's why I feel like this next level status is like going on, whatever this move is. It seems like it's like how this cup here, it's just like it's interesting. It's like how it feels like that we're moving on to just like a new way of operating, or just like just taking something again to like moving on to that next level here, you know, going from that. Let me get one more, just with the Nine of Cups. Interesting. So here's that Strength card again, Cancer. And it seems like that maybe with this energy, it's just like, before maybe we take this on, or maybe move to this next level, maybe. Interesting. Yeah, maybe it's before we move on to this, whatever this next level is, Cancer. Let's make sure that we're feeling sure about this thing. You know, again, maybe kind of like slow this stuff down. You know, maybe we're still like in like the, oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me, Cancer. If we're going towards like the, maybe going from like boyfriend, girlfriend to maybe we're like moving in together, or whatever this is, I feel like it's making sure that we are just really paying attention to our options here, Cancer, and really just like almost thinking about like why we're making this decision. Or it's interesting, Cancer. So I think I'm trying to force it. So just something to think about if any of that resonated with you. But I think I'm going to leave that there. Very, very interesting ending there. But if anything resonated with you, give it a thumbs up. And share this thing, Cancer. If you know someone maybe who's maybe feeling in love, maybe they need to go make a move, maybe there's like a King of Pentacles just like, hey, Cancer, look at this. You all, because it's interesting. It's almost like that we're, yeah, just something here, Cancer, just about like, if we just take that next step, I feel like it's going to really kind of level you up, Cancer, in whatever we're doing, whether this in love or or otherwise, business, whatever, even this could be even like, maybe even like a business thing, maybe it's like it started out, we're just like kind of working out some ideas here, and now we really got a groove, now things are really kind of cooking, but just something to think about there. And then if you haven't already, have all these Emperor, Empresses, all these couples here. I see you made all kinds of friends, Cancer, on this journey here. Ooh, and we had and you know what? A lot going on here, Cancer. Just because you got the Sun here. See, we don't got the Page of Pentacles, but you got their oldest boy here. If we're in with the Empress, because she's very pregnant on this card. If we're thinking about babies, or maybe even starting a family, this is something where, again, just let's weigh our options. Are we focusing on where we, I feel like, we can maybe focus on our career and our child, but that's a big responsibility we're taking on there, Cancer, as far as what we're manifesting. So I feel like it's just a lot to think about here, Cancer, but we're not even going to get through this ending here. So think about that, Cancer. And then, while we're meditating, hermiting, I'm on this meditation group, Inside Timer, and I started this group on there called Zodiacs Raising the Vibration. And it's just a group that posts like positive affirmations, encouraging messages, things along those lines. And definitely as the group grows, definitely want to start doing different group meditations. You can schedule them on there. It's like, maybe rising up, or maybe leveling up with the Emperor, or self-care with the Empress, maybe getting them resources with the Queen of Pentacles. She's so resourceful. But definitely check that out, Cancer. And then lastly, check your chart, Cancer. Yeah, check your sun, your moon, your rising. Got a couple apps in the description box for you if you're interested. And then come on over to my other channel, the Chariot Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday, or no, I don't. I do videos weekly there with different themes, Cancer. It's a good old time. I actually just released our solar return video not too long ago, so definitely check that out, Cancer. And all that housekeeping down in the description box below. But let me get you surprise cards here so I can get you out of here, Cancer. Interesting. Okay. So you got the Two of Cups here, Cancer, which is very interesting. Look at you on this first date. And for some of you, I'm going to get your oracle card here in a second, but this got very romantic very fast here, Cancer. And so this is something where if we're starting up this relationship, I feel like that there's an energy here. I feel like especially with kind of like the Knight of Pentacles popping up here, got the family here just kind of showing up, just like really get to know this person, however this may be looking, to really kind of take the time and just enjoy the whole process, because maybe this is something where we've been just sort of, I don't want to say we've been kind of bouncing around, but maybe it's just been just sort of like in this sort of like non-committal state right now. But I don't know, Cancer. I feel like if we're looking for love, it's definitely I almost lost your love there for a Cancer. But it's definitely popping up here. But let me get your oracle card. Yeah, because really outside of the, like Lovers, Ace of Cups, this is, I like King, Queen of Pentacles as a couple. They're the little power couple there. All right, let's see what your oracle card is. Interesting. Okay, so you have the Amanita card, which is the 42nd card, and it's for the conduit, Cancer. And it's ruled by Neptune, Pluto, and Mercury. And this is interesting, Cancer, because I almost feel like with this, it almost feels like that if this is something that you've been really, I like that, Cancer. I really feel like it's being very intentional with what you are trying to manifest right now, because it seems like the energies are looking real hot right now. with what you presented here today. Because when you think about Neptune energy, that deals with kind of like that dreamy kind of space, your fantasies and things along those lines. Mercury is how we think. And I feel like that when it's combining those two energies, that water and that intuition and that thought, then the real kind of change happens here, Cancer. You become this conduit for, you started out King, Queen of Pentacles here, and then went ahead and leveled up to be an Emperor and an Empress. So there's something here. I feel like, just like how I was talking with that moon water, being intentional with our manifestations, really thinking, really feeling, what you want to, that's very, where'd the Nine of Cups go? Very Nine of Cups energy, kind of like attracting the things that you want in your life, whether that be into a new environment or something along those lines. And then pay attention to those, to like the signals, the inspirations and things. Maybe you notice like you get like an email that's saying like, ooh, cheap rent in this area right now, or just something along those lines, Cancer. But yeah, I like this, Cancer. I feel like that this is really, because one of the things I'll give you, if you haven't had a chance to check it yet, one of the things that it was talking about in our video, manifesting miracles. And so, in Neptune, I've been telling you, I've got an interesting little intuitive feeling, Cancer. I feel like Neptune going retrograde is going to really do some wonders for the water signs, in the sense of like, I feel like it's going to really lift that veil and kind of really help you kind of tap into that intuitive space. So just something to think about there, Cancer. A lot to think about with how this escalated. So you stay safe out there. Taking things, because you got serious real fast, Cancer. I see we get down to business. And you keep eyes on the moon, maybe give it a lunar cycle before we take these next steps here. Or Cancer, if the intuition is signaling you to take those steps, I'll trust that gut, trust higher self, They've always got your back. And I will catch you. It may be your date on the next one tomorrow.